Hello everybody, thank you Ricardo for the wonderful presentation, and first and foremost thank you for the Radix community for hosting somewhat our stay at the Web Summit, and thank you all for being present as well. So as Ricardo already mentioned, some of you community members might already have heard, we're developing a product for the Radix ledger. So this product is still in very early, early stages of development. There are obviously a few things that need to be worked on, but nevertheless we're trying to achieve at least a solid state that we can work with. So as you can see by the name, I come to present a product called cerbyMask. So as the spoiler, you can see how I really rock presentations. It's a lightweight Chrome extension wallet. So basically, I'll be presenting a product that's a Radix native wallet, so to say. So I'll start off by explaining about cerbyMask. So this is a bit gibberish here, but nevertheless, we want to stand as an open source non-custodial wallet. So essentially, we want to promote the visibility of what you're using. Essentially, we want to also promote the access for everyone to use the Radix ledger, not just that there's a library available, but that you can actually interact with the ledger itself. And also, we want to allow users to pay transactions with this wallet, essentially, because we're a ledger. So let's power Radix to execute transactions. So what is cerbyMask wallet? So, I mean, all of us have a wallet, at least, so I hope so. So cerbyMask is intended to be a wallet, first and foremost a lightweight one, but one that you can manage most of the token assets that your wallet stores. So essentially something that can be lightweight. It was crucial for the development of cerbyMask because we wanted to be able to support a lightweight version of the wallet. We also want to manage all the tokens and the public addresses that the wallet can hold. And obviously, if we can give a real-time information about the current address and like a real-time USD conversion, then that helps us substantially. Okay, but why cerbyMask? Well, what I've tried to cover what cerbyMask is, but why cerbyMask? Once again, we want to allow users to perform transactions. We want to be committed in the very early stages of Radix, not becoming another wallet, but becoming somewhat a de facto standard of a wallet implementation that platforms can leverage from. So once again, not just leveraging what Radix can produce, but something that our wallet can help out on a platform. So if they require something more lightweight or something that can be easily moved from platform to platform, then essentially cerbyMask can be a potential solution. And also, most of this, especially the event, wouldn't be possible without a wonderful community as us. So we are positive and here to innovate all the time. Okay, so this presentation is really short, so I'm going to kick off to the roadmap and then I will gladly show the wallet. I would love to show the wallet. So our roadmap, so it's a small extension, so obviously the roadmap isn't that extent either. But we had a different name in the beginning. We rebranded that. We did a small poll when we came to consensus that we would choose cerbyMask. So something more targeting MetaMask, but nothing directly competitive. So we're not targeting Ethereum. So it's not an alternative to MetaMask, but the same name cerbyMask, or at least the same theme applies. And our technical roadmap has been mostly difficult because of the Chrome extension nature. Nevertheless, we've been able to complete the wallet staking, so you're actually able to stake funds directly with a Chrome extension, not unstaking them yet. You're able to fully stake them, but we recommend at the time to unstake using the Radix wallet. We have a complete token exchange. By exchange, we don't mean the DEX, we mean sending in and receiving tokens, so over-the-counter trading, if you want to call it. And we implemented a full rebranding, including the name, but not just the name, we included a different interface too, so color schemes and a couple of semantics changes and all that. We would love to have a tokens lookup directly on our extension, but this is not crucial for the main core functionalities of this wallet. So essentially, this will be a side feature, which is not something that a full wallet is required to have for delivery. Essentially, with a cerbyMask wallet, we tend to implement a library that the community can use, as we said, not just to send transactions, but something that we can power the Radix network. So essentially, a library or an interface doesn't necessarily mean a library, but an interface which the user can interact with this wallet is very crucial. So if a user has an extension installed, let's leverage that for the user to communicate with the ledger. Okay, I think by the presentation per se, I'd like to just thank as well the team, but I think in terms of presentation we're mostly good. I would like to pass to a quick demo, but nevertheless I would like to especially thank both Alexander and Ricardo for helping sponsor this small presentation.
Yay!
Okay, so we are good regarding the presentation, so somehow ad hoc I will hold the mic while I present.
No, you won't. I'll hold the mic.
Let's do it like that as well. I hope everyone can see me while I'm here. So, we have a couple of things to start with. You can see on the top right corner, we've got a small icon here on the top. So this is our cerbyMask utility. And as you can see, all you need to do is just click and you straight away have an interface here that you can interact with the wallet. So with this wallet, you're able to choose, as we speak, two networks, so mainnet and StokeNet. This is targeting Olympian, to not forget that. We are right now using mainnet or StokeNet, and this has a full wallet management system. So you can either generate a new wallet or you can recover your wallet. So I have here a simple wallet that I've created previously. I'll gladly log in StokeNet because I don't want you guys to know my rights. It's a test wallet, so feel free to exploit it. Okay, so you can see here I've already got a few RADs here. Just to make it clear, this is a lightweight wallet, so there's no concept of like adding names to an account. So if I just want to generate a new address, I just generate it, and it completely assigns a number to it. So this is like a UID to that address. So essentially, if you recover this address, if you recover this seed phrase again, then you'll essentially be able to generate the new addresses over and over again. Okay, so I'm currently on the StokeNet address. Excuse me for my French. Sorry. So we're currently on the StokeNet network. As you can see, I've got a couple of XIDs. I've got a couple of addresses. So I'll be proceeding with sending a couple of tokens around. So I've got address number 2 here. I'm going to copy this address here on the right side, and I'm going to select my first account here. And I can obviously receive funds here, which is essentially a copy paste from what this button does. But nevertheless, if you want to scan a QR code, you're able to do so. If you want to send, or if you want to stake. So we'll proceed with sending a few tokens. So I only have the XID, I've only got XID available on this wallet, so I'll send at least 5. And I've mistaken my address here. Sorry, I did it on purpose. So, are you sure you want to send this address? Let me just confirm. So I've got a fee and I've got a total, and if I don't do anything, then it's got a fallback method. So I haven't done anything. Let me just retry that again. Oops. Okay, so the fee remains, so I'll essentially send that over to that address. So as you can see, the transaction has been submitted to the ledger. Hopefully we'll be seeing the tokens being sent to the other address. There you go. So that was
very cool.
This was, sorry guys. So this is all done on Chrome, so there's no centralized servers running, there's no APIs we have. Actually, you can go and see the code, it's all open source, so there's nothing we have to hide, and even if you do find something we're hiding, please let us know that. But yeah, so this is the sending functionality. I can give a preview of the staking functionality right as we speak.
Right there.
Thank you. Okay, so we have here a small list of nodes. This is actually the scope net node, as you can see. I don't have an address that has tokens right now, so I don't have any tokens that I'm able to save right now. Essentially, the outcome is the same. You'll see the tokens being decredited, removed from your address. So this is my first part of the demo. So this is UX, UI kind of thing. This is for people who like colors, and this is for people who like buttons and all that. But as I'm more of a back-end developer, I like libraries. So I'll be showing something that I gave a small preview, but actually I haven't shared with the community members yet. So Picard, please.
Yes.
Thank you. So, as I shared, it's very important that with this wallet we enable developers to submit transactions. So essentially, we would like to achieve something like MetaMask, something that you're able to either give your own provider, instantiate a MetaMask instance, somewhat that you're able to communicate with this extension. So, given the nature of Google's Chrome's extension, it's somewhat complex to handle even the smallest request to either query the ledger or just get a public address due to the Chrome extension nature. It's not that it's the JavaScript specific issue or not. It's mostly that you're developing an application towards Google Chrome, and Google Chrome really closed into that. So what I would like to show would be a small DEX, right? So I made a really cool DEX here, as you can see. No, I mean it's just mostly an exemplification of what can be done with a wallet. So I just made a few divs and a button that you're able to interact with the extension itself. So principles of the MetaMask is you would once a developer, in a nutshell, without getting into complicated, if a user lands on this page, please check if there's a variable accessible, and that's the basic concept of how MetaMask detects a wallet installed. So it sees if there is a variable accessible. So essentially, you are able to go on your DEX here, and I will open my Chrome. I will open my Chrome tools here, and I already can see that there is a small bug. So I need you guys to bear with me here. So I have a small error, it wasn't able to connect to the network, so that's a big fail of mine. It's already trying to connect to the network, so I have to restart the extension because this has been developed, and this is a nightly build, so I'm actually refreshing the page. So as I connect to the website, I can see cerbyMask here, already picked up that I'm loading into this page. So what cerbyMask essentially does, it injects a small library into this page in runtime. So, as all those fancy websites that interact with Ethereum to launch those Solidity smart contracts, you have a variable called window. That's what I was trying to say. So you have a variable called window. I hope this is not Chinese, but it's just a simple variable called window. And you would be expecting something like Ethereum here. I do have, because I do have MetaMask installed, so that's what I'm expecting from MetaMask. But we want something from Radix that if a user has it installed, then you can essentially call cerbyMask. And here is the core principles where we're enabling developers to essentially submit assigned transactions. So essentially, if I try to submit a signed transaction directly from the library, I can communicate with my wallet here. So this was the core working. So most of it is coming up in place. So I want to show you the source code of this DEX, just so who's familiarized with what I mean. So essentially, these are the 3 lines of code, or at least a couple lines of code of how that DEX actually works like this. So if I open the DEX, then essentially I'm able to submit a transaction with that button that just was on the screen. So essentially what I replicated on the terminal was essentially what cerbyMask is giving me. So I had to not install nothing web servers, I had to install nothing on the website. All I'm doing is on my static. This is pure HTML, and this is how a MetaMask works. So all I have to do is check if there's a cerbyMask instance, and we try to connect to that. And this is essentially that first window that you see. And then a second instruction says that you want to submit a signed transaction. So this is the first principle that we've started exemplifying our extension, which is you sign it, you sign the transaction, but if you want to submit through the Chrome extension, all you have to do is submit it, and then it will be, it's not fully submitting on the ledger because this is our latest nightly build. But essentially we've got the full ecosystem running, enabling websites to consume a window.cerbyMask.
Oh, it's really good.
Yeah.
Great job, Jay.
Thank you. So this is still very early in stages of development. Please visit the webpage cerbyMask.io, and I hope that you'll be able to use the wallet the same way I do.
Let's hear it for Jay.